This is truly for us one of the greatest events that we have all year. It's just a time to celebrate what we do and who we serve. And I know that the last couple of years have been fairly tough all the way around, whether it's at work and the people you know in your community. And most of you every day see the people we serve in our community and touch their lives and make it better. And for that, I'm always grateful. I think it's a privilege to be in Buncombe County, and it's also a privilege to be here with you today. And let's celebrate. And with that, we'll turn it over to Dave again to start the celebration.
There's always the risk when you don't use the stairs, you might have a bad scene there, so I'm glad I made it up. It is an honor to be here with you. All the commissioners are here. We come every year. You're family to us. And more importantly, your family that does all the work. You know, we're a lot of times the ones that get the glory or get the headline or get the media, but you do the work. And you make Buncombe County a better place to live. And for that, we're very appreciative. And that's why this is just a small token of our appreciation for what you do. The photos here, I've been interested. I see some of the 30 and 35-year-olds, they still have black and white Polaroids. They got new cameras now, but and I've seen a few hippie pictures. I'm not sure if that's the hippie reunion or if that was real hippie back in the 60s and 70s. But either way, you make us work. And we really, really appreciate all you do. I don't know if people tell you that. I think by nature of public service sometimes you don't get told that. But today we will. And I would ask that as we go through and honor each of you that are here, that we hold applause to the end, because we want to make sure we get everybody. And while you have good attention, it's a little bit warm in here. I'm warm too, lady. It's warm because there's a lot of energy here and there's a lot of love here, and there's a lot of hard-working people here. So let me start off. I'm not going to dwell on it. It's not about me. It's about you. Let me recognize Commissioner Holly Jones is going to come up and give the 10-year service awards. Holly, come on down. Let's give her a hand.
I decided to take the stairs. I'm not going to risk public embarrassment, but what an inspiration each and every one of you are to us every day, and it's a real pleasure to be here for your milestone. So we are going to begin with the 10-year awards, and we've got some important greetings that will happen here as well. So the 10-year awards for service to Buncombe County. We'd like to recognize first John Adams with DSS. Miss Judy Arrowwood with the Sheriff's Department. Allison Banshoff with DSS. Phil Barnett with the library. Max Boswell with EMS. Melissa Briggs with the Health Center. Ben Bryson with the Board of Elections.
One more for you.
Oh, thank you. And I was feeling left out up here. Dawn Calhoun with the Health Center. Jeff Candler with the Tax Department. Pam Casanego with the Health Center. And I apologize if I mispronounced that, but we were practicing over here beforehand, but I don't think I pulled it off, so. Bill Davidson with Transportation. Luann De Lorenzo with Information Technologies. Belinda Diggs Shelton with the Register of Deeds. Laura Edmonds with the library. Shannon Fish with the Sheriff's Department. Deborah Gentry with the Health Center. Nathan Green with EMS. Melissa Hall with EMS. Virginia Hall with DSS. Katrina Harrison with the Tax Department. Jason Haynes with Information Technology. And Kelly Houston with Finance. Now I'll pass the podium to my colleague. Oh, let's clap everybody, so halfway through it. Commissioner Ray Bailey.
Okay, continuing with the 10-year awards, Holly Jenkins with the Tax Department. Pamela Noss with the Health Center. Rosemary Lackey with HSST. Robin Lawrence, Health Center. Arnold Lingle, air quality. Amanda Little, DSS. Georgia Minnick, DSS. Lynn Osteen, DSS. Ellen Pfeiffer, DSS. Stephen Popolewski, Information Technology. Merle Sizemore Green, Health Center. Meredith Stevens, EMS. Mike Stewart, General Services. Jeffrey Trax, EMS. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Huh? Yeah. Michelle Tyson, Health Center. Tom Vernon, Sheriff's Department. Edward Waldrop, Permits. Linda Watts, DSS. And that concludes all of our 10-year service awards. Let's have a nice hand for all of them. Commissioner Bill Stanley will call out the names for the 15-year award.
Hey. Thank you, Mr. K. Ray. Always a real pleasure to do this, folks. We've been doing this, 13 years, I think. I think I've made them all. You know, the chairman said about how much y'all do. You know, our staff, finance staff, and our fine county manager did us a great budget. We included a pittance of a raise for y'all. Would you believe we got some help for that? And I told the fella, emailed him back, I said, if you don't think our employees deserve that a little bit, you tell that to the DSS worker who was assaulted at her desk trying to get somebody in the program. Tell that to the EMS worker who had to cut that little girl out of that car on a long show, or our deputies who face it every day, their lives. Here's our 15-year employees. Richard Baird, the chaplain. He'll be praying here in a minute, I expect. Renata Conyers from the Health Center. Kimberly Gordon, pretrial release. Folks, of the 3,000 counties in the United States of America, here's the best one of all of them, Wanda Green. Nellie Gregory from the Health Center. Diane Harris, DSS. Alicia Holt, PG&R. Teresa Engel, tax. Kevin Lance, air quality. Melissa Legister, Health Center. Corey Morris, permits. Big fan of him. Glenn Norwood, EMS. Christina Papish, DSS. Lynn Pegg, PG&R. Zoe Ryan from the library. Keith Rowland Health Center. Billy Scott Health Center. Sharon Souther, WIA. Laurie Taylor, DSS. Taylor Warren, EMS. John Wilson, EMS. Robin Young, DSS. And Pat, well, better let her get up here. Robin's coming. Pat thought I forgot her. Pat Clontz, EMS. If I didn't miss anybody, that is all of our 15-year award folks. Did I miss anybody? Very good. Give them a great hand. Now one of our two good-looking commissioners, Carol Peterson.
You can't follow Mr. Stanley. I tried to do that when I taught at Asheville High School, and he was my principal, and he was always the one who led the way there. So it's tough to get up after that gentleman. Let me tell you how important this is to, and I still say Mr. Stanley. When he was discussing with you your importance here in Buncombe County, you couldn't see it, but there were tears in that man's eyes. That's how we all feel about the job you do. We're very emotional about it. We appreciate what you do every day. As Dr. Green said, you get up every day and face the folks who need the services in Buncombe County. And what we try to do is build the framework within which you can give those services. We sometimes get the credit, as the chairman says. We very seldom get any blame for what you do. And we really, really appreciate the job you do. Thank you so much. It's my honor to read the names of the folks who worked for Buncombe County for 20 years. God bless you. Roger Banks, EMS. Michael Barrett, EMS. Deborah Burlage, DSS. Jeffrey Bridges, Information Technology. Kathy Comer, EMS. Julia Cooper, DSS. Judy Rue Davidson, Governing Body. I had to put that Rue in there. I just had to. That's when you've known them their whole life. You have to put in the name that you knew them when they were born. Debbie Duncan, Health Center. Margaret Ellis, Human Resources. They're coming from every angle. It's scary up here. I tell you the kind of staff we have in the administrative building. I came this morning, I probably have no less than 10 pairs of reading glasses, but I got here this morning and I didn't have a pair. So Stacy called downstairs to Martha Stewart's shop. You all know Martha Stewart there in the back. And she says, anybody down there have a pair of reading glasses? Almost immediately there were 4 or 5 pairs of reading glasses on my desk. I don't know whose they are, but you may not get them back. They work great. Jane Holliday, DSS. Mike McDevitt, Sheriff's Department. Robert Mitchell, EMS. Leila Moore, DSS. Carmen Norton, Finance. Scotty Owenby, EMS. Ed Parham, General Services. Sandy Reeves, Health Center. Gary Rickman, Sheriff's Department. Ellen Rigg, Health Center. Karen Tabor, Register of Deeds. Debbie Trumpy, Planning. Cindy Williams, Finance. These folks, 20 years with Buncombe County, and we are richer for their services. Please give them a hand.
Let's take a look at these 25, 30, and 135-year-old pictures. We got any of those on there? We'll do the 25. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Y'all look great. You know what the Vice Chair Stanley said about the pay? That is kind of where we begin with our budgets, because we're going to make sure that you are properly compensated within our means. We appreciate what you do, and that's one way we show it. And all across the state, most of these folks are involved in a lot of organizations. They're not doing that, and we've got some heat for it. But it's the right thing to do. We're going to do it every time. So thank you, and we appreciate it. Let's go to the 25-year. Terry Ammons, HSST. June Bright, DSS. Angie Jenkins, DSS. Jeff Justice, EMS. Karen Smith, HSST. Karen Smith. Whoops. Jill Topman, Library. That's the 25-year, folks. Let's give them another hand. Now, folks, before we get to the 30-year, I took a course in body language, believe it or not, when I was, it shows what Chapel Hill teaches, a course in body language. And let me tell you what I've watched since I've watched you get these awards through the years. The one thing, the speed in which you come down here is blinding, because you're just doing your job and you're a little bit embarrassed you're getting recognized. But folks, that's the whole idea. And your handshake is firm, you're confident, maybe one or two limp fish handshakes. But what it shows is that you believe in what you're doing, you believe in the system that you're working under, and it shows you have confidence. And that shows when you give the service to other people. And we have some folks that have been given service for 30 years here, and we go to them for the wisdom of our group. A lot of these are in senior management. A lot of these folks really give us the overall direction. So let's give each one of these a hand too. Jim Coleman, Planning. He has a T-shirt. We're doing zoning that has a bullseye on the back of it. That's what this man's been through. Kathy Davis, tax. Betty Franklin, library. Wanda Lester, DSS. Deborah Plemons, Health Center. Debbie Smith, Information Technology. $35 years. 30 years. Slip of the tongue. We have one 35-year award to give today. Now this guy gets the standing O. Philip Banks, library. Folks, this is a lot of fun. We enjoy doing this, and keep up the wonderful work. You make it happen for us.